Hi, what's up everyone? GCROCK here and welcome to the video. Today, I'm going through the seasonal journey for Season 2 on the Division 2 and giving you hints and tips along the way to get this done as efficiently and as quickly as possible, I hope. I've just come off a 41-hour straight stream where I challenged myself to do the whole seasonal journey in one sitting. We did it. It was insane. I just want to first start off by just thanking everybody involved in that. The people that jumped in with me, the people that helped in chat. It was an incredible 41 hours, and I didn't think I was going to get through it. I wouldn't have done without you, and yeah, thank you. So with that said, I've learned a lot during that stream on the best way to get some stuff done. We're going to start with step 1, go all the way through to step 7, and I hope this video is helpful. If it is, be sure to like it, subscribe, and let's get into it. I'm sure you know, but to get into your seasonal journey, once you've started Season 2 on a Division 2, just bring up your menu. You'll have the Shades of Red season to the right here, and you've got your journey menu. So this is what we're going to have to work through. You've got all season to do this, and there's 7 stages. Each stage is going to give you some rewards. You've got to complete the stage prior before the next one will open. You can't work on like all of them at the same time or anything like that, which means you've got to go from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3 all the way through to stage 7, working on them, and they get progressively harder the further that you go. Just remember, at the end of every stage, you do need to claim all of your awards. So, for example, if I complete everything on stage 1 and I don't claim my awards, I'm not going to be unlocking anything on stage 2. That happened during that stream, so I just wanted to mention that. You got to claim your awards before the next one opens. And one final note before we go through all of this, you don't have to complete everything in the stages. There are 8 tasks per stage. You only need to do 6 out of the 8. Once you've done 6, you can claim your awards and you can move on to the next one. And the final stage there, the final reward, is the Carmine Mask for this season. And you've also got some modifiers that you're going to be unlocking for the modifier system. The modifier system is going to be a completely separate video tomorrow. I'm going to do a full-on beginner's guide. A lot of people during that stream was asking about the system and they were confused. Check the video out tomorrow and that will answer all of your questions. But today we are just going to focus on this seasonal journey, starting with stage 1. So you can see I've completed everything here. And I'll be honest with you, this is just very easy. I don't think I'm going to need to give you any tips. You got to elite hostiles with your primary weapon, 150. Easily done. Complete Grand Washington Hotel. You can do that on any difficulty whatsoever. So just go and do that. Loot 25 pieces of gear. Very easy. Use your pulse skill 40 times. If you go into the firing range and you come here, you can make sure that skill haste is enabled, and this enables you to use your skills over and over again pretty much. So just come here, throw on your scanner pulse, and if you want to get this done very, very quickly, you don't even need to do it out in the field. You can just do it here. I'm going to hit pulse. That's me pulse for 1 time. I'm going to hit pulse again in 4 seconds time, and that'll be the second time. I can just do this for 40 times to get that done. Next is to buy an item from the theater settlement vendor. You should all know where that is. If you bring up your map and head over to the theater settlement, there's a vendor there you can buy stock from. Just fast travel there, buy an item, and that'll be complete. You've then got to complete propaganda broadcasts, 3 of them. Again, if we come to the map, you're just looking for propaganda broadcast open world activities. The icon looks like this. So find that icon on the map 3 times, go and complete 3 of them, and that will be complete. Then you'll want to complete the Air and Space Museum mission. Again, any difficulty that you want to get that done. And then you got to liberate control points, 4 of them. So just take over 4 control points. Now again, you don't need to do all 8 of these. You can just pick 6 of them. Once you've done them, claim the items and you'll move on to the next step. So why do you want to do this, you may ask, as we get to this stage? Some people are kind of liking this, some people aren't. I really like this system. It's a different way of doing things, but you're basically going to be earning season pass XP as you do all this. So as you're doing this, you'll get rewards from your season pass, whether you're just a free player going for the free items or you pay for the premium version and you want to get all of the premium rewards as well. So this is why you want to do your seasonal journey. It's a great way to get season pass XP so you can max this out all the way up to tier 100 and get all of your rewards. You don't have to do it though. If you don't want to, you can pass, you can get season XP some other ways, but if you want to take part in the modifier system as well, as we go up to like level 4, 5, and 6, there's going to be mod unlocks for you that you're going to want. So it's worthwhile doing. There's some great rewards through this as well. So with that said, we're now going to move on to step 2. This will get harder as it goes. So again, we only need to do 6 of these. It wants you to complete 8 main missions. Now this can be any missions, but I do advise you to tie this in with the next one, which is eliminate true suns in Southwest, because you got to eliminate 350 true suns. So for me, the quickest way to get both of these out of the way is just to go to Southwest, and you have got a mission here, Jefferson Plaza, or you've got Space Administration HQ. Now, that's a little bit of a longer one. Jefferson Plaza can be done very, very quickly, and it can be on any difficulty. So you can put the mission on normal if you want, but I advise to like go on challenging if you can cope with that, because there'll be more enemy spawns, and just keep on replaying this mission 8 times. By the time you've completed it 8 times, you should have 350 true suns eliminated. If not, just finish that off and you'll have both of those objectives done. Next, you'll need to deconstruct 60 items, so just keep on picking everything up as junk. Or pick up items, mark them as junk, and then dismantle them. Once you've done 60, that'll be done. Very easy. Craft gear pieces. It wants you to craft 15 gear pieces. Just head over to your crafting station and craft whatever you like. It's going to count. So as long as you've got the resources, craft 15 items of gear and then do what you want with that. You can maybe dismantle that afterwards to help with the other one, and you'll get that one done. Claim Battle Pass reward is the next one. So just maybe keep a Battle Pass reward ready for this. But basically level up on the Battle Pass. Go and claim your item. What you've got to do now is once you've done the requirements, you've got to come in here and claim them. So that's all that wants you to do for that one. Go and claim an item and that one will be done. Complete public executions 5. So again, we're just looking at the open world map here, and you're looking for public executions. It looks like that icon there. Find 5 of them, complete 5 of them, and that will be done. And then it wants you to complete descent loops, and 3 in total. This isn't too bad at all, but I know people don't like descent. Again, you only need to do 6 out of these 8. So if this is something you don't want to do, don't bother doing it. You don't need to. But very easy. Go and complete 3 descent loops. If you die, you can just complete the first loop over and over. So it's not like you got to go through loop 1, 2, and 3. You could do loop 1, restart, do loop 1 again, restart, do loop 1 again, and this will be done. And finally, loot items of specialized or higher qualities. So this is going to be better if the difficulty is set a little bit higher, like challenging or even heroic, because you're going to get the high-end items to drop. But yeah, just keep on looting items that are dropping while you're completing and playing all of this. You'll eventually do this. It's just 60 items. And then that is Journey Mission 2 complete. Again, remember to claim your awards before you move on to Journey Mission 3. This is where it does start to get a little bit more grindier now. Still not too bad at this stage. We'll start with complete territory controls. It wants you to do 10 in total. So again, if we just bring up the map, you are just looking for territory controls, and the icon looks like this. So go and find 10 territory controls, complete them, and that will be done. I think elite territory controls are okay to do as well. It'll then want you to go and do a stronghold, District Union Arena. You can do that on any difficulty that you want. Get that done. It wants you to do Roosevelt Island as well. That's another stronghold. You can go and get that done, any difficulty that you want. Eliminate veteran hostiles with headshots, 50 of them. This is a little bit of an annoying one that you might want to leave, because depending on the difficulty that you're playing, you might not see a lot of veteran hostiles. Veteran are purple bar enemies, and you've got to kill them with headshots. So I maybe personally just leave this one as one to be left. It'll get done eventually, or if you want to go for that, go for it. It'll happen whenever it happens for me on that one. Complete bounties. You should know how to do bounties. From the map, if you just go to the bounties menu, you can see all of the bounties all across the map. Just click them, go and click another one to get one started, and go and complete it. You got to do 5 of those. Craft weapons is the next one. It wants you to craft 5 weapons. So very similar to the earlier one, where it wanted you to do 15 items. It now just wants you to do weapons. So just make sure it's weapons that you're crafting, and craft 5 of them and do what you want with them. It then says equip items from the same brand, and you need to equip 4 items that are all the same brand. Now, some people are having difficulty with this in the live stream. They're saying they couldn't get it to 4 out of 4. So I will explain exactly what I did. I might not have 4 of the same now because I've deleted everything. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I do. I got the new brand set here. So, but if you're playing through this and you got targeted loot on, you complete a mission, like you just completed the Roosevelt Island and it gave you a lot of, I don't know, golden gear or something like that. It's dead easy to get 4 of the same brand set on different slots. So you just need to equip 4 items. So with this new brand set here, I've got a Legatus mask. I'm going to throw that on. That'll be 1. And then if I go to my chest piece and I go and find a Legatus here, that's going to be 2. I've now got 2 out of 4. I'll go to holster. I'm going to find a Legatus on my holsters. I should have one down here somewhere. There you go. That's 3. And then 1 more piece. We'll go backpack. I'll go and find the Legatus backpack. 4. Once I've equipped 4 items of the same brand set like that, that's all you need to do. It should proc it for you. But again, in stream, people were saying this wasn't working for some reason. So all I can think is things like if it's the named version, maybe it's because it's named that it's not working. So for example, the Legacy backpack also comes with the named Vigil backpack, which is perfect, versatile. Maybe it's that's not counting because it's classed as a named item. It could be something like that. I have no idea. But as long as you put on 4 items of the same brand set, this should work and it will complete the objective for you. Worst case scenario, only 6 of these need doing. If that's not working for you, just leave it for now and do something else to get past this stage. Finally, donate resources to control points. You've got to do 500 in total. To donate resources, you do need to be in control of a control point. I've got some down here, some green ones. So if you haven't got any green ones, go and take over a control point. And once you've done that, you'll find a control point officer is at that control point. You'll be able to interact with them and donate materials to them like this. Now, you got to do 500 materials in total. You can donate all like I am as well, just to get a load of them done. But once done, you're probably going to need more than just 1 control point. So take over a couple of control points, keep on speaking to the officers, and keep on donating materials. If you run out of them, you might need to go and farm some as well to get all of the 500 done. The good thing with farming is that there's quite a lot of areas on the map where you can get things like water. If you have a look, like near Lincoln Memorial here, we've got a great stash space. We've got water there that we can get. You'll notice little icons around the map where you can get water, you can get components. Just look out for those icons to go and farm more materials if needed. And with that done, Journey Mission 3 will be complete. Now it starts to get a little bit more grindy, and Journey Mission 4 isn't going to be as quick as the others. This one will take you more time. You'll see that I haven't even completed every single one of these, and it progressively now gets even more grindier as we go. It's not going to be, it's not easy to do it in one sitting. I don't advise it. This is meant to be done over a stretch of time and keep you going for a bit. But let's have a look at this one. This is the first one as well where you get your first Isaac mod unlock, which is the reversal mod. Again, we're going to be covering mods and the whole mod system in tomorrow's video, giving you a beginner's guide. Full beginner's guide for that. If you want to watch that, make sure you check that out. But the first mod unlock, you get 5 exotic components on this one as well, and some good season XP as well. Starting at the top, you've got to eliminate veteran hostiles at close range. So for this, I believe you do need to have the mod system active. And although we're doing a full guide tomorrow, I will quickly show you the mod system. Here it is. We've got a global modifier. We've got active modifiers here that we can put on. We've got passive modifiers that we can put on. And throughout the rest of this journey, now it is going to be having requirements that you're wearing certain modifiers or you're doing something as part of this system. So you're going to need this activated for some of these steps. Up to now, you've not needed this activated at all. But from now, there might be some that you need it activated. So make sure we get it activated. Once you are activated and you aim at enemies, you'll notice on the left side of my cursor here, I've got like a range system going on. If an enemy is in my blue range, like this red bar, they're classed as close range. If I aim at another enemy and they're medium range, it'll go into the yellow section of the bar. So this is how you can tell what range an enemy is. They'll also get highlighted as well in the open world, so have like a highlighted sort of outline to them, and it'll correspond to the range again. Blue will be close, yellow will be medium range, and then red, if we can get a red, I don't think it can aim at anything red in here. Maybe if we walk back a little bit. No, we can't. But if they go far enough away from you, it will be red. So that is what the range system means. So when we're talking about range throughout this now, this is what we mean. Which takes us back to the eliminate veteran hostiles at close range. You're going to do 130 of them. And again, veteran hostiles are purple bar enemies, and they got to be at close range. It's an easy one to do. You just got to be face tanky. You got to get up close. You got to make sure you're killing them in close range. But they are purple enemies, so depending on what difficulty, again, will depend on how many of these you see. Can be a little bit grindy. Maybe focus on other things and then do this last if you still need a couple of things doing. Next is eliminate elite hostiles at long range. So again, can be a little bit annoying. I actually left this one. This one got done later on as I continued through the journey. I decided on this one to leave eliminate elite hostiles at long range and also leave eliminate cleaners at mid range. But you can see as I've gone through the rest of the journey, I've got close to doing these anyway, so eventually you will get them done. But the same as the one before, this is elite enemies. Depending on your difficulty you're playing will depend on how many you get, and you got to kill them at long range. Complete priority objectives is the third one. This is fun because it introduces you to the priority objectives menu. So we've got the journey menu up here. Next to that is priority objectives, which is a new thing with Seasons 2 and the whole new Seasons 2.0. These are very good. You've got 3 priority objectives here, and you get to choose which one you want to do. It doesn't give you all the information, but you can see this one's a mission. My reward will be Season Pass XP. This one's open world. Season Pass XP against my reward, or a stronghold for some resources. It tells you how long it is as well. Long, short, medium. And what you want to do is pick a priority objective. Now, something else that this rewards you with is modifiers. So I highly recommend doing these, and I would try and focus on modifiers. So if you've got any rerolls, I don't currently have a reroll, but as you complete priority objectives, you will earn them. If I'm not offered a modifier, I'll reroll and try and get offered a modifier, because there are, we'll go and have a look at them. It's all the passive modifiers. I think there's 12 in total, and they're all locked to begin with. We've got 3 short range, 3 medium, 3 long, and 3 multi-zone. So yeah, there's 12 in total, and this is how you're going to get all of these unlocked, through the priority objectives. So make sure, this is a great opportunity because you've got to do it as part of the journey, that you're doing priority objectives to get all of these modifiers unlocked. You're going to want to do it. So reroll if you can, do anything that offers you a modifier so you get the modifiers unlocked. And if you don't have any rerolls left, what you can do, once every hour you can abandon one and it counts as a reroll. So I could pick this stronghold. We can decrypt it. Once we decrypt it, it'll tell us exactly what we need to do. I've got to go and complete the capital building main mission in any difficulty. Once I've done that, I will get my reward. And if that's a modifier, that's what I'll get. I'll get a modifier off of it. And then I'll be able to go again and pick another priority objective. But what I can also do is abandon it. I can abandon the objective here. It'll let me do it. But I can only do that once every hour. So use your rerolls, use your abandon every hour to try and get as many modifications as you can while you're going through this objective. You can see here as well, you can get exotic items as rewards as well. It's a great system. But yeah, that's this step on stage 4 is to complete 10 of them. Complete 10 priority objectives, try and get as many mods as you can. And then we'll move on to the next one, which is complete the capital building stronghold. Very easy to do. You can do that on any difficulty that you want. And as you just saw, I had that as a priority objective. So you might also get that done that way. Recalibrate items is the next one. I've got to recalibrate 5 items. This is real easy to do. It doesn't need to be 5 different items. So, for example, let's go to this Legatus mask that we've got. I've got weapon damage. I've got crit chance. Let's roll the health off and recalibrate it to critical hit damage. That's one calibration. What I can do now is just keep on recalibrating that. I can change the crit damage to headshot damage. That will then be 2 calibrations if it lets me do it. Oh, weapon handling, it's not moving. But that's 2 calibrations. Once that's done, I can do it again. We can go back in there. We can change it back to critical hit damage. That's 3 calibrations. Just do that 5 times and you're done. And then that will put you on to complete the Tidal Basin Stronghold. Again, very easy. Do it on any difficulty that you want to do it. It has to be invaded, but the Tidal Basin Stronghold's always invaded. It just can't be anything like the Manhunt mission or anything like that. It's got to be the invaded version of the mission. And that goes the same for like capital building as well, I think. You got to do it on like the normal version of the missions whenever it gives you the mission. Not 100% on that, but I know it is the case for the invaded version of Tidal Basin. And then the two final ones here, we've got eliminate cleaners at mid-range. I didn't do this one. There's cleaner missions in New York, so you might want to go and head over to New York for that. Keep on replaying cleaner missions. You have to be at mid-range. Kills at short range or long range won't count. Just thinking back to what we said earlier with the modifier system and the new range system, make sure you're at medium range. And finally, liberate New York control points, 5 of them. So I chose to do that. I did 5 New York control points, and that was done. A little bit longer than step 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, it's getting progressively longer now. But once you've done 6 out of these 8 objectives, you will be done. Claim your rewards, and you'll move on to Journey Mission 5. And this is where things do get real and very grindy. Another mod unlock as well. So for Journey Mission 4, you've got the Reversal active modifier. Journey Mission 5 is going to give you the Prime Time active modifier along with some other rewards. And the first objective here is to eliminate hostiles at long range with the Reversal modifier active. The Reversal modifier is just the one we've just unlocked, which is why it's telling you to use that. And it's a little bit tricky. A lot of people were asking about this one and were very confused with what they were doing. I advise going for it. Again, we can leave 2 of these objectives. Remember that. I chose to leave the eliminate rushers at close range, and I chose to leave the eliminate veteran hostiles at mid-range with the pressure piston modifier active. So I didn't do those 2. If you do want to go for those 2, that's okay, but I might not have many tips for you, really. We'll give you some tips, I guess. But I just didn't like the sounds of those, and I did the rest. So we're going to talk about this top one first. You got to do 200 of them, and it is quite easy. Now, first of all, you've got to make sure you have the Reversal modifier active. So when we go into our modifier system, just make sure that in your active modifier, Reversal is on. Once it is on, you're good to go. Now, this would have been great if I could have shown you how this worked in the firing range, but it won't let me because the modifier won't activate. So I've got to come out and try and show you this in the open world. So let's try and get some enemies and not get spotted, because I want to show you how these ults work. Basically, this Reversal modifier, the active modifier, is like an ult that you've got to activate it while you're playing for it to work. It's not like a passive one that's always activated, okay? So when we aim at an enemy on keyboard, I press the T button to activate it. And I'm going to show you now how this works and what you've got to do. So if we just come here, yeah, they're not seeing me. If I aim at this enemy, I want to get short, but I'm just going to stay at this distance for now so I can show you. You'll see that I'm at medium range, and it's come up activate Reversal. Now, this challenge wants me to activate Reversal and get kills at long range. What Reversal does, it swaps the short range to the long range. So if I get close to this guy now, I'll be in the blue. But if I activate Reversal, it's going to turn blue into red. So it means all of my short range kills will be as if they're long range, if that makes sense. Now, in very simple terms, all you've got to do for this objective is to be in their face, activate this mod, and get close range kills. That's all you got to do 200 times. So it's very easy to do. The wording can be complicated, so just very simply do that. So that's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to get close, I'm going to activate it, I'm going to get kills. So I'm going to try and not get spotted here. I'm going to get within close range. I am now close range of this guy. See, I'm close, but I'm going to activate Reversal. It's turned it red. I'm now getting long range kills. That's one. I need to do it 200 times. Now, if I get headshots, I can extend it. It doesn't stay active for too long, but just get as many kills as you can while it's in that long range, and you'll see it just flick back to blue. It doesn't last long, but when you, like I said, if you can get headshot kills, it will extend the duration. And every kill you get while that is active, it will count. So we just got 2 there, which wasn't great, but I'm kind of like explaining as we go. And you just got to keep on doing that. The cooldown for the active modifier isn't too long. I think it's something like 50 seconds. So once you've done it and you got a couple of kills, you don't need to wait too long before you can do it again. So I've just found another area. I'm actually just going to let this play now and concentrate and try and get a few more. So it's already available, so I can do the active modifier again. We're going to get close range. I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to get some long range kills. There's 1. I'm going to run to the next guy. There's 2. And there's 3. And if there's some more enemies, I could have got some more there as well. Oh, just switched to blue. So we only got 2 again. So that's 4 in total. But that's all you're going to do. It's a little bit grindy, but as I said, these seasonal journey objectives now do get grindy. But on stage 5, I just felt like this one was quite an easy one to do. Your best bet is like missions on that and spawn points. If you save it for a spawn point and hit spawn points, you can get a lot of kills in one go on this, like 5 or 6 knocked off in one modifier. So that's what you need to do for that one. I hope I explained it clear enough. Next, you got to complete floors of the summit on hard difficulty, 20 floors in total. So just go to the summit, set it to hard, complete 20 floors, a little bit of a grind, but very, very easy. Use sticky bombs. You got to use 50 sticky bombs for this 3rd one. So again, just like earlier with the pulse, we can come to the firing range to do this. We can just come here, we can select a sticky, any sticky that you want to. We can have skill haste enabled, so we can just keep on using this sticky bomb, setting it off, and the cooldown will be very, very quick. In 5 seconds, I'm going to be able to do that again. And there we go, just like that. I can use a sticky bomb again. Keep on doing that here. You'll eventually get that objective done. You'll then want to liberate New York control points on hard difficulty and do 15 of them. So just head to New York, set the open world difficulty to hard, and complete 15 control points. It doesn't take too long. Loot high-end quality items, 80. So this, while you're doing everything else on here, you'll get this naturally, providing on what difficulty you're doing. So have this in mind. Maybe play on challenging difficulties, so plenty of high-end loot is dropping, and you'll get this done without even thinking about it. Again, I ignored these 2. We'll go over them in a second. And the final one, eliminate named hostiles at long range with the bite the teeth modifier active. And you got to do 30 of these. This is very easy to do, and is a great grinding method I'm going to show you now. But first, we need to make sure we have the bite the teeth active modifier active. So passive modifier active. So come to your modifiers, go to your passive modifiers, and you need to have bite the teeth unlocked. So if you've not got this unlocked yet, going back to priority objectives, you're going to have to complete priority objectives until you get this unlocked. Keep on completing them. Keep on going for modifications, as I explained earlier. You want to get as many of these modifications unlocked as possible, because as we go through the rest of this journey, they are going to ask you to have some of these things active to get them done. And if you haven't got them, you can't do it. So make sure you're doing that. Once you've activated bite the teeth and you've got it on, you're ready to go with this grinding method. And what you want to do is head to Lincoln Memorial. This can be done on any difficulty, so just play it on normal. Don't make it any more harder than it needs to be. Go through the mission and maybe keep the reversal active modifier on as well, because that's going to help you get a few extra ones of these kills when you do it. Keep reversal on and bite the teeth on, and just start by going through this mission. You don't need to think about what you're doing right now. And then when you get to this stage of the mission here, your first named enemy, Elite, is going to spawn out of this door. So we can get one right away. And we want the long range kill. So using the reversal modifier, we're going to get the long range kill here. We're going to turn it to long range. And even though I'm at close range, I'm classed at being at long range. And that'll be 1 out of 30 by doing that. Once you've got that one, there's... on Lincoln Memorial, you get 3 named enemies at the end of the mission. We're now just going to go to the end of the mission, and we're going to farm those 3 named enemies. And here we are. We're at the end of the mission. Now, you want to make sure you keep on dying and rinse and repeating this, so you don't need to go through it again and again, okay? But it's very easy to get 3 long-range kills on named elites here. We're going to go in. We're going to kill the enemies that are here. And then this first named enemy is going to rush right at you. So it's going to be hard to keep it at long range. So let them get into short range with you. And when they're in short range, use the reversal modifier and get the long range kill. There's one of them. These next enemies that come will stay at long range. Stay back here. If you want, you can try and push and try and keep the reversal modifier going if you want. But it's easier like this. Let the reversal modifier run out. And then he's at long range like that. Kill him. That's 2. And then we're going to wait for the 3rd one now, who comes down here. Now, keep enemies alive. Do not kill any other enemies. You got to make sure one stays alive. and we're going to kill him. He will go immune sometimes. If he goes immune, you've got to then take out his backpack before you can kill him. But that's 3. So in one run here, we've done 4 out of 30. And what I'm going to do now, though, is let these guys kill me or kill myself. And when I die, there we go, we're about to die. I'm able to do that again, and we can just keep on doing it. So we'll get 3 every single time that we do it. So wait for wipe, respawn back in. When we respawn back in, we do the same thing. We should have that reversal modifier ready again. We do. So this first named enemy is going to rush us. We'll let them rush us, and we'll use the reversal modifier to turn it into long range. There he is. There you go. Another long range kill. And then we're going to just get back here to kill the other 2 that spawn in. It really is as easy as this. You just got to keep on doing this until you get 30 and you complete the objective. So there's another long range kill. We'll get the next spawn in. And again, just make sure you keep enemies alive. You don't kill them. You're only looking at killing the boss. Once the boss is dead, you've got your 3. Die, rinse and repeat. And you'll get it done in no time. It'll take about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes from the start. So with that boxed off, you can then claim your awards and move on to Journey Mission 6. But we did leave 2, and I did say I'd go over these. So eliminate veteran hostiles at mid-range with the pressure piston modifier active. So again, you're going to need to go into your modifiers and your passive modifiers, and you need to activate the pressure piston, which is a medium range one. You'll need to have this unlocked first before you can do that. This increases weapon stability by 60%. Of your critical hit chance while there are enemies within medium range. So have this active, get medium range kills, and that's what you need to do for that one. But I left that one out. It just sounded more grindier than the top one for whatever reason, because it had to be medium range, and 175 of them is what you need. And then finally, 100 rushes at close range with the drawback modifier active. So we're going back into our modifiers again. Drawback, I think, is a close range passive modifier. There you go. You need to make sure that is active. So you'll need to get it unlocked, and you'll need to equip it as a passive modifier. Once you've done that, you'll need to kill rusher enemies at close range 100 times. That's not too bad, to be honest with you. I had a few myself just naturally. But those were the 2 that I left. Everything else I did, and we were done. So claim your awards, and now it gets very grindy. Journey Mission 6. This isn't going to be so quick. You're going to be here for quite a while. And I'm going to explain the quickest way that I got all of this done. You'll see that the 2 that I chose to leave out here was eliminate throwers at mid-range with the quicken modifier active, and eliminate snipers at long range with the tapper minor modifier active. We didn't do them, so I'm just going to quickly explain how you do them again. You need to have the quicken modifier, which is a passive modifier active. You'll need to unlock the quicken modifier. You'll need to make sure it's equipped, and then you'll need to eliminate throwers at mid-range. I believe throwers are people that throw grenades. I have no idea, which is why I didn't do this. So people that throw grenades. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that throws stuff. Eliminate snipers. I obviously know what snipers are. You're going to do that at long range with a tapper minor modifier active. The tapper modifier is brilliant, by the way, but I just didn't know where I could farm snipers easily. So again, get the tapper minor modifier unlocked, have it equipped, and take out snipers at long range 100 times for that one. I chose to leave them. I just felt like they were too much hassle, and I did the rest. So let's go through what I did. Eliminate elite hostiles at long range with the prime time modifier active. The prime time modifier is the active modifier we just unlocked by completing Journey Mission 5. So we just need to make sure that that's equipped. And this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. But we come into our active modifiers, we go to prime time, we make sure it is equipped. On trigger, all equipped passive modifiers become effective only within medium range for 15 seconds. This one really made no sense to me, because when you use prime time, everything's only medium range, but the objective that it wants you to do, it wants you to get kills at long range. So I was just like, what the hell is going on here? You've got to eliminate elite hostiles at long range with a modifier that only gives you the medium range buffs. It didn't make sense to me. But anyway, that doesn't matter. All you've got to do with this, you don't even need to activate it. So whereas in Seasonal Journey 5 with the eliminate hostiles at long range with the reversal modifier active, and we had to actually proc that and get it done, and we face tanked enemies to get it. This, you don't even need to proc it. So don't just have it equipped and kill elites at long range. That is all you've got to do, and you've got to kill 100 elites at long range. Now that is easier said than done, I guess. I will explain you exactly how I did this and grinded it with friends. I mixed it in with elite hostiles at close range as well. So one of the other objectives here is to eliminate elite hostiles at close range with the liability modifier active. So heading back into modifiers again, you want to make sure that on your passive modifiers you've got unlocked liability and you've got it equipped. So liability equipped, prime time equipped, and you're ready to farm both of these out, which is elite enemies at close range and long range. And countdown is going to be your best way to do this, because when you play countdown, loads of enemies are elite. You'll be able to get close range kills very easy, and when on the chopper at the end at the extraction, you can set yourself off so you can get long range kills easily. But you've got to get the kill, so it is a bit of a grind. You're playing with other people on countdown and they're going to be stealing your kills. So drop it down to hard if you want to. If you play countdown on hard, then you can play that solo probably, and you'll have the extraction and all the enemies all to yourself to grind this out. But I used a team, and do forgive my face here, I'm like 35 hours into the stream at this point, I'm shattered. But I used a team and we went into countdown together, we put it on challenging. There was only 4 of us and they helped me do it, so that my team wouldn't get kills, they'd let me get all of my kills. We tried it on hard, but then we upped it to challenging as well, just because more elites were spawning and we could manage it. And we just focused on the objective. Any elites, while we're going through the countdown, I'd get all of the elites at close range done, and then at the end when we did the extraction, what I'd do is I'd sit back and I'd make sure I was at long range, and my team would just let me get all of the kills. So I had no one to worry about. I could just sit in a long range position like here and get them done. Now this is very grindy. I need 100 long range kills. I think it was 150 close range kills or something like that, and it is going to take you some time. But if you do have some friends, you can work together and help each other out like this. Or if you don't have friends and you got to do a solo, then I think hard countdown should be easy enough for you to get this done. You will get elite enemies as you go through for the close range. You can get the close range, to be honest with you, by just doing control points in the open world. Close range isn't really a problem. It's the long range one that was the issue for me. This is the one that I just felt like would be grindy, and this extraction on a countdown is just perfect. You'll get loads from an extraction. So just solo countdown, get to the extraction and do what I'm doing here. And that covers those 2 objectives for the elites at close and long range. The rest here isn't too bad at all. It's just a little bit grindy. So complete New York missions on challenging difficulty. You've got to do 8 of them. New York missions are quite long. Again, if you got friends, what we did here is Hello would get to the end of the mission, Dragonov, Lady Rock would get to an end of a mission, I'd do a mission as well, and I'd complete my mission, and then Hello would invite me to the end of her mission. I got another one done. Dragon, Stacy invited me to the end of theirs. I got that one done, and I basically did 3 missions for 1 that way and got this done really, really quick. It's not needed, but you can do that if you want to get it done quicker. Just complete 8 New York missions on challenging. Optimize items is probably the most grindiest one if you do not have the resources. You have to optimize 25 items, and we all know what optimizing is, and we know how expensive it is. So if we come into an item here, this Palisade chest piece that I got needs optimizing. I'm going to come into here. 1 optimization is that. That's 1. I've just optimized the slot 1 time. You got to do it 25 times. And every time you do it, you are spending resources. So you're going to need a lot of optimization resources to get 25 rolls done. It's not 25 items. It is just 25 rolls. I've just done like 4 or 5 there myself. So it's not too bad. But if you do not have resources to do this, you are going to need to grind those resources to keep on getting these optimization rolls until you've done all 25 rolls. If you're struggling on resources, a great way to get some free resources is through your watch levels. If you go to scavenging, you can then spend some watch levels on any resources that you run out of, which is probably going to be the field recon data. You can also go to your crafting station as well at the base of operations here. As long as you got the blueprint for it, you can again use some other resources that aren't being used for optimizing to then get some optimization resources like the field recon data bundle at the top there. And finally, if you have a watch mule, you can use watch mules, and you're going to know exactly what to do for this one. You don't need me to explain it, so you can do that as well. It is a grindy one. It sucks. And for newer players, that's probably going to keep you a while. You might want to actually just not do this and focus on the throwers or snipers. That'll be up to you. Deconstruct high-end quality items is the next one that I did, which is 80. Again, very easy to do. Just play countdown, loot high-end items, deconstruct them. Once you've done 80 of them, you're done. You've got to gain shade levels. You've got to gain 30 levels. You'll probably get that while going through all the rest of these. If not, just keep on grinding the game until you've got 30, and that will be done. And then we're done. We've covered everything. We've done everything there. We'll complete Journey Mission 6, collect our awards, and move on to the final Journey Mission 7, the most grindiest of the lot. I don't think so. This one wasn't too bad, to be honest with you, but it is still quite grindy. So the two that I decided to leave here was eliminate engineers at mid-range with the retribution modifier active, not needed. Eliminate throwers at long range with the colder weak modifier active. I just didn't want to do any of them. Very quick tips on that. Again, you'll be going into your modifier menu. You'll need to have the retribution modifier unlocked to put that on, and then you're going to be killing engineers at mid-range. Or the colder weak modifier, you need to have that unlocked. Head into your modifier menu, put it on, and then kill throwers at long range. Those two, just no. The one I went for was tanks. Eliminate tanks at close range with the impatient modifier active. So we're going to cover this one first before the rest, because I was worried about it. We're at the very end of the stream, 38, 39 hours in, and I was just like, are we going to get this done? We did, and this was the one I was worried about. It's dead easy to do, though. So let's go ahead into our modifiers. You need to get the impatient modifier unlocked and make sure it's active. Once it's active, what you want to do for this is head to DCD headquarters. DCD headquarters on the normal version of the mission. Don't play it on invaded. Make sure it's on the normal version, and you can set the difficulty to normal as well. You don't need it on a high difficulty at all to farm this. This is such an easy farm, and it's easier if you've got some friends as well. So we're going to put it on, well, we're first going to change the difficulty mode to the normal version. We're going to play it on normal, and then what we're going to do is we're going to head through the mission. You don't need to worry about anything until you get up to a certain point, so I'm just going to skip to that point. Okay, this is the part of the mission where you need to get up to now. You'll know where we are when we go in there. You come to this door. There's 2 containers you need to destroy, and a big sledgehammer guy comes through the door. Get yourself set up nice. So I'm going to throw like glass cannon on so I can die it easy. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be killing the tank at short range, which is what we need to do with that modifier active, but also we want to be able to kill ourselves. So I'm going to throw on a sticky explosive to kill myself very easy. We're going to go in this room. We are going to kill the sledgehammer guy, which is going to count as 1 out of 125. You've got to get close to do this. He'll come through this door. Once he pops through the door, we'll kill him at close range. That's 1 out of 125. And then I'm just going to kill myself. Now, what's brilliant about this, you might want to take off your revive hive because you don't want to get back up. The respawn is right at this room. So, again, take off that revive. You can probably get 3 or 4 of these done in a minute. So, back at the door, I'm going to open it again, and straight away, he's there, yeah? Now, if you got friends, and you can, I think you need 2. It might just be 1. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. If you got friends, you get 2 of these guys. And if they don't mind us helping you, it will speed up the process. Live on stream, I had Milkman and Incoming with me, and I was getting 2 kills every single time. And we'd restart, we'd get it done so much quicker with friends because of that. But if you are solo, this will still work. As you can see how quick it is. We're getting kills very, very quickly. And we're killing ourselves very, very quickly. And we're just doing it over and over again. The best way to get this done, you do need to do 125 kills. But yeah, easy work. So with the eliminate tanks out of the way, I then chose to do the rest above it, and I didn't touch the other 2. One does include a Nemesis in Descent though, and I know a lot of people will be like, well, I can't do that. So if you can't do the Nemesis clear in Descent, you might need to pick up one of these other ones. I've got no real tips for this because I didn't do it, apart from put on the modifier that they want you to put on and go and get those kills. So Retribution, mid-range engineers, you will get that as you play missions. Just make sure any engineer you see, you're killing at mid-range. Throwers with the Cold or Weak modifier active at long range. Look for people that I'm guessing it's grenadiers and things, you know, enemies that are throwing things. You'll have to pick up one of those and do it. I got no grindy method for them or anything like that though, because I didn't look into it. I only did the tanks and I chose to do the Nemesis. You could also challenge yourself and get the Nemesis done. This is very easy in that respect, in the way you just got to do a Nemesis clear. Just clear the Nemesis. This objective is done. Very easy to do solo if you know what you're doing. It's the last one that we did. I've got guides on my YouTube channel with how to clear Nemesis and what to do. We got people helping in our community. Come and ask for help. Come and ask for Descent runs if you want to get this knocked off. For me, an easy one. For other people, I know this one could be hard. But the rest of them are quite easy. They're just grindy, I'd say. Eliminate Rikers at mid-range with the all-out modifier active. For this one, just go into your modifiers again, and you need the all-out active modifier. So that's this one. We're going to activate that. Again, you don't need to actually use the modifier to get this one done. You just need to eliminate Rikers at mid-range. I chose the Tombs mission in New York. But activating it does help, because how this works is when you activate this modifier, you have 10 seconds to get a kill, and then the whole range spectrum will be that range that you get the kill in. So I'm going to quickly show you how that works. We'll show you at the Tombs, which is the mission I'm going to advise you to do anyway. We're setting the mission to hard. And let me just change the build back to what I want it to be. I'm going to throw on a jammer pulse as well, just to take out these drones at the start. But also we're going to want this in a few moments anyway. Okay, so we're going to start this mission. I'm just going to kill these drones. And what we're going to do is we run in here now. I'm going to show you how to activate this modifier. So we're going to aim at an enemy, and we want to get an enemy kill in medium range, okay? So let's just, we're medium range now. I'm going to activate it. We're going to get that kill within 10 seconds. Oh, it didn't activate. Let's try activating it again. There we go. Oh, it is bugged. It's not activating. It sometimes does this. If it doesn't activate, just come out of aim and try again. There you go. It finally worked. We got the fuzz. But I want it to be medium range. There we go. Get the kill. And you'll notice the full range spectrum now is medium range. Whether I'm at long range, whether I'm at close range, whether I'm at medium range, it's always going to be medium range kills now, which is pretty decent. And it works for getting these 200 kills that we need. So do activate it if you want to. That's how you do it. That's what it looks like. It's pretty decent. But the aim of this objective is just to get 200 medium range kills on Rikers. And you don't need to have it active to do it. You can just make sure you're at medium range when you get the kills. This mission's perfect for it. I ran through this mission twice and then just needed 10 more. So after 2 times of going this mission, I'm focusing on killing everything at medium range. I just had to run back in and get a few more kills at the start of the third run to get this objective done. So that's the top one done. We discussed the Descent one. It wants you to reconfigure exotics. Very, very easy. If we just go to the crafting station, we're then going to reconfigure an exotic. So head to the crafting station. I used my Scorpio yesterday. I'll do the same again. You do need to have exotic components to do this. But you can reconfigure whatever you want, and you can do the same item. So you just got to do it 5 times. So my Scorpio there, I've got 10 exotic components. I'm not going to do this 5 times, but I'm going to throw my Scorpio into the bench. I'm going to reconfigure it. That classes as once. Now, if I want to do that again on the same item, that'll class as 2. And then do it for a 3rd time, 4th time, and 5th time. That's all you need to do, and that objective is complete. Just 2 more to go now. Complete countdown objectives on Heroic. This could be a little bit tricky, I guess, but you just need to play countdown on Heroic and complete objectives. Only the objectives count up to the primary objective. So you get 3 objectives when you start a countdown, and you got to complete 2 of them. You then get the primary one unlocked before you go and extract. Well, focus on doing the whole of the 3 objectives they give you to begin with. Don't touch the primary one. Restart and go again if you're grinding for this as quick as possible, because they're all that the count. It's going to take you 3 runs, and then you'll get 1 more on the 4th run in total. And again, I did this with the team that helped me earlier with the other ones, with Pony, Hello, Milkman as well, I think, jumped in on this, Stacy, and they just helped me get this done as quick as possible. It helps if you have a team, but you can matchmake on Countdown for Heroic. You will get this done. It's just 10 of those early objectives that they give you, and the primary one doesn't count. And then finally, destroy enemy gadgets. This one was a little bit annoying. I thought, let's go to the Aaron Keener mission and just keep on destroying drones. The gadgets have to come from a source for it to count. So if the drones are just there and they've not spawned from anything, they just appear like they do at the end of the Aaron Keener manhunt mission, it's not going to count. If an enemy throws a gadget out though, so like if, for example, a Black Tusk person sets a drone on you, that is going to count. Now there's a perfect place to get this done, and I'm going to show you now. You do need to get 100 of them. Huge shout out to Para that gave me this tip. It worked an absolute treat. We're going to go to Liberty Island. At Liberty Island, we are going to set the difficulty to normal, because the difficulty doesn't matter. I imagine you could even go story if you wanted to, but I don't trust stories sometimes. Set it to normal, start going through the mission. You don't need to worry about anything until you get to a certain point. So I'm just going to skip to that point. Now the first part where you could maybe farm this is here, the Razorback. When you get to the Razorback, you are going to have drones. They are going to keep on spawning in. So what you could do is just keep on destroying these drones. They come from a source. As we mentioned at the start, that source is the Razorback. And they will just keep on spawning. You could stay here. You could keep on using your jammer to jam them down as well. And you could just keep on shooting the drones that spawn. I think there is a little bit of a quicker method though than doing it at the Razorback. So what I'm going to do personally is I'm going to destroy the Razorback and continue with the mission. And you'll see in a moment the point which I did it in. And this is the area. Just before the Aaron Keener main boss fight, you're going to come into this room. And you're going to be killing skills. You'll interact with this laptop and all you're going to get is skills. You can use your jammer if you want, but the jammer will jam the boxes that they're coming out of. So we have a source of where the skills are coming, which is what we need. And you'll get plenty of them. So what you want to do is just kill everything that is fired out here. You'll get all sorts, and it can be a little bit tricky even on normal. They might kill you, so maybe have a revive 5 on or some heals, I don't know. But keep on killing them. These will keep on counting. You need 100 in total for this objective, and I'm going to say you're probably going to get between 20 and 30 skills per encounter here, and you can keep on going until the very end of the encounter as well. You don't need to like kill yourself before the end. Once this encounter finishes, you're able to kill yourself, and when you do, you'll be right back to where we were at the start, where we just got to interact with the laptop and go again. I'll skip now and just show you that restart. So there we go. The room's gone dark. That indicates that we have cleared this sequence. I am then going to throw on a sticky bomb to kill myself with again. Hopefully it'll work. From a revive out of the way. And you just want to kill yourself. Once you kill yourself, you can then restart the encounter just by interacting with the laptop again. You'll see that we completely finished that encounter as well. But with a death there, it will take you back right to the start where you got to use the laptop and go again. So just keep on doing this until you get 100 devices destroyed and the objective is complete. And then that is it. That is your seasonal journey completed from journey mission 1 all the way through to 7. We have covered most of them. I know there's a few that I didn't do, but these are my recommendations based on what I did in one sitting in 41 hours. So and what I will do is on my VOD channel, I will upload some singular videos for some of the tricky ones that we spoke about today, and I might even go back and get some of the other trickier ones I left done and upload them there. But I hope this has been helpful for you. That's what I was aiming to do today, is to help you get you through to the end. I'm going to show you this mask now that you unlock as well. You get this, I don't know what to think of it. What do you think of it? I think I love this clown mask so much that it's quite hard to see past that right now. But this is the mask that you get. It looks quite good in the suit, actually. Yeah, I think I do like it. It looks pretty sick. You know, if it wasn't for the clown mask, I'd probably wear this. But that is your like main journey reward for completing it. This brand new hunter mask. And with that, that is the end of the video. Again, I hope it's been helpful. Please do hit like on the video. Any questions whatsoever, post them down below. I'll help you as much as I can. I'll reply if I can and give you some further tips if you need them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. And one more final thank you to everybody that got involved in that stream. Without you, we wouldn't have done it. It was super good. I really enjoyed it. One sitting, got the whole journey done. Again, wouldn't have been able to do it without the people jumping in to help and you guys watching. So thank you so much. Hit subscribe, hit like. Until the next video, which will be tomorrow, where we give you a full guide on this season's modifier system, how they work, an in-depth look at all of that. Thank you for watching this one. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Peace out.